Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you don't belong there? Have you ever smiled when they praised you, but inside you felt like you fooled them? When they call you leader but you whisper in your heart, God, why me? When you pray but feel like a fake Christian? When you succeed but feel like you will be exposed one day? You call it imposter syndrome, but I call it something else. And today I want to tell you what I really think about it. I am not here to give you productivity tips, not here to give motivational speeches. This is deeper. This is about your identity, your calling, your spiritual growth journey. If you have felt guilt, if you have carried hidden pain, if you now struggle with self-doubt, stay with me. Because there is one truth about you that you have never seen. And once you see it, everything changes. You look confident outside, but inside you question everything. You overthink every word you speak. You replay conversations at night. You wonder if people will find out. Find out what? That you're not enough. You sit in that office chair. They call you manager, teacher, creator, leader. But inside you say, I am not ready. I don't deserve this. Someone else could do better. You scroll social media. You see others confident in their faith, confident in their business, confident in their calling, and you compare. And slowly self-doubt grows. You worship loudly in church but question yourself silently. You serve others but feel empty inside. You think this is humility, but it is fear wearing a spiritual mask. And here is what hurts the most. You think, I chose the wrong person. But what if you are wrong about yourself? Stay with me, because the story you believe about yourself is not the story I wrote. Let me remind you of someone who felt exactly like you. And you know his name, it was Moses. When I called him, he did not feel powerful. He felt unqualified. He said, who am I? He said, I cannot speak well. He said, please send someone else. He did not see a leader. He saw his weakness, his past mistakes, his limitations. But here is what he missed. I never called him because he was confident. I called him because I was with him. Before he ever stood before Pharaoh, I already knew his doubts. Before he ever spoke to a nation, I already saw his fear, and I still chose him. Just like I said in Jeremiah, before you were born, I already chose you. You see weakness, I see purpose. You see lack, I see calling. You feel like an imposter, I see a process. And here is something deeper. Moses thought his weakness disqualified him. But it became the place where my power showed up. What if your insecurity is not proof you are fake, but proof you are stepping into something bigger than yourself? Let that sit in your heart for a moment. There is something about imposter syndrome that you don't understand yet. And when you see it, you will stop fighting yourself. Imposter syndrome often comes right before growth, right before promotion, right before spiritual breakthrough, right before leadership. Why? Because you are entering territory you have never walked before. Of course it feels unfamiliar. When you start a new job, it feels uncomfortable. When you start serving in church, it feels overwhelming. When you begin your business, it feels risky. When you grow in faith and confidence, it feels scary. Unfamiliar does not mean unqualified, it means you are stretching. You pray for purpose. Then when purpose begins, you panic. You ask for growth. Then when growth starts, you doubt yourself. Can you see it? You are not pretending, you are becoming. And becoming always feels unstable at first. Even the disciples doubted. Even leaders in the Bible feared. Even those called by me questioned themselves. But I never left them in that place. And I will not leave you either. Now let me speak directly to the part of you that feels exposed. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. You are not a fraud. I know your thoughts. I know your fears. I know the guilt you carried. I know the hidden pain you never told anyone. I know the self-doubt that whispers at night. This trilogy of struggle, guilt, hidden pain, self-doubt. I am healing all three. You think you fooled people, but you cannot fool me. And I still stay. You think you are behind. But I am not in a hurry with you. You think someone better should replace you. But I chose you on purpose, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Confidence will grow, faith will mature, clarity will come, but first you must stop agreeing with the lie that says you don't belong. If I opened the door, you belong there. If I gave you the opportunity, you belong there. If I placed the calling inside you, you belong there, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when your voice shakes, even when your hands tremble. You are not pretending, you are becoming, and becoming takes time. If this felt like I was speaking directly to your heart, then stay here. This is your place for Bible encouragement, Christian motivation, and growing your faith with confidence. Let this message sit with you today, and when doubt whispers again, remember what I said: you are chosen, you are growing, and you are not alone. I am with you.